Good morning, thank you for joining me. Sorry, I know we've got a little bit of glare from my dome up there, so I apologise in advance for that. Morning, thank you for joining me. Welcome to another 5 on Friday. Today I wanted to share with you 5 of my favourite lockdown eBay sales. As you may or may not know, my full-time job is selling on eBay, and I have carried on selling. Not as much as I would have liked, but I have carried on selling throughout lockdown, and now we are coming out of lockdown as well. So I thought I would share 5 of my favourite sales I had during lockdown with you. And let's get straight into it without further ado. Actually, what I will say before I'm deluged with people asking me, I do not share my eBay account on here, various reasons that I've talked about before in videos, so I won't go into it all again, but please don't ask for my eBay account details. It's not something that I share on here for various reasons. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into it. And the first sale, which was the first of my favourite 5 sales, was this one, which was a roll of wallpaper. And I picked this up when we went for Ashley's work Christmas do last year to, God, just the thought of a Christmas do seems like so far away from what the last few months have been like. Going to a hotel and a restaurant with people, and anyway, I digress. We went up to a little tiny village on Dartmoor to a sort of pub with rooms type of place and had a really nice time. The weather was absolutely dreadful, but I knew that in this little tiny village there was this second-hand shop that I'd been to before and found some nice bits and pieces, so I really wanted to go to it. So we walked through the village in the pouring rain to this second-hand shop, and it was about to close for the day. It was quite close to Christmas. I think it was the Saturday before Christmas, and it might even have been closing for the Christmas period actually, but I had time to have a little look round and picked up a few things, and one of them was this roll of wallpaper, William Morris wallpaper, which I paid £5 for. I put it on eBay and it immediately got some interest. As soon as I put it on, I had watchers, several watchers in fact, and I sent offers on it a couple of times. Nothing happened. And then after a couple of months I added best offer to it because I felt like my price was pretty high, and I would have been happy to have got maybe 30 for it. I put it on at $49.99. I should have added, sorry, did I say that? Yeah, I put it on at $49.99. So I added best offer to it after a couple of months. Nothing happened, and then suddenly, at the beginning of lockdown, it sold for full price. It went overseas from what I remember, and it must have been somebody decorating their house during lockdown. But I was very happy with that sale. £5 into $49.99 plus $3.95 shipping. So yeah, really happy with that. So that's one to look out for, William Morris wallpaper. The second sale that I was really happy with over lockdown, I think I might have either shown this to you or mentioned it in one of my lockdown vlogs, and it was this dress, this little very of its brand, this dress. It's Dolce & Gabbana sort of slip dress, I guess you call it. It had a bone corset, and it was very fitted, elasticated, and it had like a net overlayer. And I paid £12.50 for this in a charity shop, one of my favourite charity shops actually. I was 99% sure it was real, and it was real. And unfortunately, when I bought it, I didn't notice that it had a little tiny hole right at the front in the net overlayer. Probably a better seamstress than myself might have been able to pull it together, but as it was a designer item, I didn't want to try. Sometimes I will do a bit of sewing, and my mum does quite a lot of sewing jobs for me that are too complicated for me on things that I'm selling. But with it being designer, I decided to leave it and to declare it in the listing, obviously, which I did, and I listed it at £100, £99.99 plus £7 postage. And I didn't think it would sell. I felt like it was going to be very high considering it had damage. However, I compared it with other completed listings, you know, and thought I'd give it a try. And it sold within 2 days of listing. I did have a message from the person who bought it saying, would I take £79 for it, which I hadn't had time to answer. I don't think I would have done at that point because I did have a few watchers. But I hadn't even had time to answer the message before she bought it for full price. And it was one of those sales that with it having a little bit of damage on it and being so expensive and designer, I thought, oh, it could be wrong. So I was sort of on tenterhooks, hoping that it wasn't going to come back. And luckily it didn't. In fact, she left absolutely glowing feedback saying how delighted she was with it and what good value for money it was. So lovely quick sale, lovely big profit. Perfect sale, really. Very happy with that one during lockdown. Sorry if I've switched position, I've just had to change camera batteries, so I hope it's not slanted or anything in the wrong direction. Another of my favourite sales during lockdown was this Fortnum & Mason picnic basket. I've sold a lot of Fortnum & Mason hampers in the past, lots and lots over the years, but this is the first of these picnic baskets with the actual baskety handle and opening lid, twin opening lids that I found and sold. I paid for this. I bought this the same day as I bought the Dolce & Gabbana dress, again in one of my favourite charity shops, and I paid £6 for it, and I listed it during lockdown thinking it wouldn't get an awful lot of interest because at the time not many people going for picnics. You were only allowed out of the house for an hour's exercise a day, but it sold within a few weeks, I would say, but when it sold, it was still during the time we weren't allowed to leave the house for anything other than an hour's exercise a day. So it just amused me and made me feel quite happy that somebody was thinking ahead to better times when we'd be able to go out for picnics and be able to, I don't know, I imagine them going to an outdoor summer concert with their picnic in their F&M picnic basket, which made me smile. It sold for £45 plus £7 postage and packing. The next sale that made me happy was another fairly quick one. This made me happy again because I felt like it was looking ahead to happier times when we'd be able to do more things, and it was this beautiful Gina Bocconi dress and jacket ladies suit. It was satin, it had a bit of diamante on the belt, very nice sort of fitted jacket and dress, obviously a sort of either mother of the bride or special occasion outfit, wedding guest, or I don't know, possibly at the races, something like that. I paid £15 for this one, again at a charity shop, and it sold for £69, again plus postage, £7 postage. It took about 2 weeks to sell, I think, and I usually expect occasion wear like that to hang around for quite a lot longer, and certainly during lockdown I didn't think that there'd be many people searching for occasion wear because there's not many occasions, are there? But nice that someone was feeling optimistic enough to buy it, and again, with it being a slightly higher price sale, I do like to get decent feedback and know that they're happy rather than, you know, expecting it to come back, and they did leave lovely feedback and said how delighted they were with it, so another happy customer. The final sale that I wanted to share with you was again a sort of occasion wear sale. It was again during the sort of height of lockdown, so someone looking ahead to better times, and it was this Jacques Vert shoes and matching handbag. These came from a boot sale not that long before lockdown. I paid £6 for both, £3 each I guess, £6 for both, and they sold for £45 plus £7 postage. So again, a nice sale, nice profit, and I think with something, obviously not the, if you look at these you'll see that they're not the most fashionable, up-to-date of designs. They're I don't think it's something that I would wear. It's more sort of not even classic, is it? But I think with Jacques Vert, it's very much something that the older generation, even older than me, like. So it doesn't really matter if the style is a little bit dated. I think they just like the name and the quality that the brand stands for. That's what I'm looking to say. Yeah, so that was another nice sale. So those are 5 of my favourite sales during lockdown, so I hope you enjoyed that, and let me know if you have any ideas for more 5 on Friday subjects. I've got several viewer suggested ones coming up in the next few weeks, so look out for those. And yeah, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.